Hello, and welcome again to Porch Puppy Comics, where if you can't run with the big dogs, stay on the porch. This video was supposed to have been done yesterday because Wednesday is usually new comic book day, but didn't get a chance to do it, got busy. But I'm releasing it today because this is what I call new to me comic book day. So that'll be what'll be coming out on Wednesdays from here on out. So this is just going to be a late video that should have been out yesterday, but won't be before you too long. Like I said, I'm trying to shorten it. Again, I want to show these books off. Got quite a few of them, so I'm gonna try to put them out pretty quick. The first book is Punisher Rampage. This is the double edge. This is bookend. These are bookends. So this is double edge on the Punisher Alpha #1. Let me straighten it up for you, y'all. Chromium cover, 90s goodness. And then also there's #2. Also a chromium cover, 90s goodness. Again, these two particular books were bookends. So there was a Hulk, a Ghost Rider, a Daredevil, and a Doctor Strange that ran in between there. And spoiler alert, for those of you who may not have had it, may not have read it, or may have gotten it and forgot about it, this is supposed to be, as it says up on the top of the second issue of the Omega issue, the death of. So that just left you in the dark if it's the death of the Punisher, the death of Nick Fury. Come to find out it was the death of Nick Fury. So they say. But anyway, it was a good story. How they delve into the Punisher psyche. And it was something else. It was a good read. Again, new to me. Comic book day. Superman. 676. Ain't that nice cover? As Superman being strangled underwater by Solomon Grundy. And I'm telling you, Alex Ross art, he made these covers. And this was a whole storyline trying to put all these together. Here's 677 of Superman again. Alex Ross, the iconic Atlas cover. You know, you've seen old pictures of Atlas holding the world. Well, now they got Superman holding the Daily Planet globe, you know. And then there is 679 where he's actually fighting Atlas. It was something, since Atlas is supposed to be a mythical character and Superman's power, well, he really, his strength and what have you, it has no effect on magic. Then Atlas gave him a run for his money. But again, spoiler alert, it took his buddy Crypto to come in and deal him up a little something. Yeah, it was something else. It's a good read. Superman Action Comics. These, I got this one because I'm looking for the other two. These are dealing with him going back supposed to Krypton, but it's also because the artist that's doing it is Michael Turner, and he done the covers for all these. There's only 3 issues of the storyline. He done the covers, but his studio, which was, I believe, oh my goodness, I can't think of the name of his studio. But anyway, most of the artists that was working in that studio that he was training and working with, they were almost had his kind of nuances on the art. So it was real good. We have coming up now the Trinity, which is Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman. And this is issue #13, where Batman is fighting Power Woman. Issue #14, where Superman is fighting Owlman. And issue #15, where Wonder Woman is dodging the eye beams of Ultraman. And these figures, Power Woman, the Owlman, and Ultraman, are part of the crime syndicate from another dimension, mirror images of the Justice League. Anytime that they're in a book, I usually like to pick it up because there's a fantastic fight that ensues. It's a great book. This book here, the next one coming up, is the second printing of Batman the Killing Joke. And if you've never read it, it is indeed a great read, and you have to check it out. That is the second printing. You can tell, if I'm not mistaken, I did say the second. Let me make sure. Yes, it is the second printing because you can tell by the pink logo, or the trade dress as they call it. And it is a real good read. The books so far that I've been showing you have been real good shape. Some of them have been dollar books. Some of them have been just a tad bit more, but not a whole lot. And have really enjoyed it. As I said, sometimes you can still see the price sticker on these particular books. Let me move these out of the way. And there you're seeing a picture of my buddy. That's my property right there. That's Wolfen, werewolf type superhero I came up with some time ago. Just something I'm playing around with, but I do enjoy the character, and hopefully I can still try to bring them up to date. As you can see, this picture here, this iteration of them was done in 2017. The first picture, which is in black and white, which I may show down the road, I think was done in the 90s. And you'll be able to see the transition of it down the road. Our next books that we're showing are going to be a run of Flash. Okay. So now we have, I told you Flash, I always like Professor Zoom. So this is the origin of Zoom, 197 of the Flash. I always liked that when every time they come together and get ready to fight. And it was always a good battle. This is 198. This whole storyline, Lord bless, I got it. 199. It says the confrontation. It was a great battle too. Good story. And can't have 199 without 200. Great battle. If you don't have them in your collection, I would suggest that you pick it up. It is a great read. You know, if you look on eBay to try to find them in a lot, I hope you have some good hunting with that. You know, it took me a while to put all these together, but you know, it's like I said again, when you collecting on the cheap and the affordable, you have to just wait and see which ones you can get your hands on. I also like this one because this is another good artist I like. John Jones is one that's done the writing, but Ethan Van Sciver. Ethan Van Sciver is a great artist. Like this work. He done the Cyber Frog, which I think he's done another book on him. And, you know, a lot of these artists are branching out now, doing other stuff. And, you know, I always liked his art. Okay, now this next run of Flash is Flashpoint. Now, if you've ever looked at the animated Flashpoint paradox, dealing with what happened when the Flash went back, it's also dealing with the in the cartoon, it's dealing with the animated movie. It's also dealing with the crime syndicate as well. And if you ever get a chance to watch it, I highly suggest you check it out. It's a great animated movie. But now I wasn't able to get my hands on the first issue. I had them, collected them when they first come out. And again, like I said, had to sell. So anyway, I was able to get my hands on a dollar comic, Flashpoint #1, which again, it'll suit me until either the price come down where it's affordable, because I've seen even on eBay, this first issue, just the first issue of this Flashpoint, start out at $35 and goes up. And don't get it tuned or CGC graded, you know, then you really get ready to pay some money. But these next ones, the connecting issues 2, 3, 4, and 5, I got from a gentleman off of eBay, and I couldn't believe the price that he let me have them at. And well, for me to pick them up, I was really pleased with the price that he that he sold them to me for. And here is Flashpoint number 2, Flashpoint number 3. And during this whole storyline, they had a bunch of offshoot 3-issue runoffs that dealt throughout all this while this was going on. Flashpoint number 4. They present well, but even in the transit, they came through the mail and they had a curve on them. I ain't gonna say it's not really as bad as a taco shell, but they had a nice bend to them. So been trying to get them back straightened out a little bit. But again, like I said, the corners are sharp. There is no, spine ticks. There is no, color breaks. Everything is fine. And the last but not least is issue 5, again, where he's going up against the Reverse Flash. Again, a great book, great set. If you're able to pick it up, I suggest that you pick it up. It's great. It's outstanding. And let me move these out of the way. And we're about done, y'all. I'm not trying to overload you with too many books at once. Okay, here we go. Marvel Universe Update 89. I saw somebody on their channel. One day I was watching it, and I kept seeing that picture of Venom. He was trying to say that this is either the 3rd or the 4th appearance of Venom. When you like, subscribe, and comment, ring that bell. Let me know for sure if this is his 3rd or 4th appearance. The original art for his bio is it's McFarlane art. They've also got these other characters in here. Thought about going back trying to put a set of these together because a lot of us back in the day used to use these and draw the characters out of, because they had some of our favorite characters. Okay, this next book, again, dealing with Todd McFarlane, is Infinity Inc. He done quite a few of these. It used to be a time where you could pick these books up out of the dollar bin, 50-cent bin. But then, like I said, during COVID shifted, so now, everything it's and again, like I said in the first episode, because this is episode 5, as I said in the first episode, I'm not a speculator. I don't balk at those that speculate and whatever they do, flip the books, that's fine. But when you're trying to get these books for your own PC, it's hard to try to work with. So if you're able to find one, and out of everything that I looked through these dollar boxes, this was the only Infinity Inc. that I found that Todd McFarlane has done. You can almost go back and get the first issue in the dollar box. But anything that Todd McFarlane done in these particular books, you will not find. And let me show you this. Let me pop this open right quick. This is early McFarlane work. And I'm thinking it's wonderful. Look at that. You can always tell McFarlane work by the covers, by what he does, how he draws his people, and especially capes, how he makes them flow. I don't remember Dr. Fate ever having a cape that long and flowing, but it's outstanding. It's outstanding. And so if you run across them, even the whole storyline is pretty good. I mean, if you dealing with what they call them, Earth 2 heroes, or whatever they are now, they kind of broke it all up. I don't know where they are, but anyway, dealing with all these particular heroes that they don't really bring out anymore. The old Golden Age Superman. These are Golden Age heroes from another planet or another reality. And I'm telling you, Golden Age Flash, Golden Age Green Lantern, Golden Age Wonder Woman, Dr. Midnight, Dr. Fate, the Atom, Our Man. And then, of course, they did have a Batman from that same planet, but he was actually Robin. He still went by Robin, only in a Batman suit. Wildcat they have. All these Hawkman. They've got all these particular characters, that was during the World War II era that was real cool. And it gave you something different. It was a different read. Okay, y'all. Last but not least, coming up on 15 minutes. Last but not least, I found this book. Still been putting feelers out to see if anybody knows anything about it, but it is called, ta-da, Cartoon Heroes. And it's featuring He-Man, G.I. Joe, and what caught me was Thunder. There's Ookla down here in the corner. And you can tell that these pictures, of course, were drawn by somebody, which I thought they looked pretty cool myself. But we're trying to figure out, where in the world did this book come from? I looked on eBay to try to look it up. There is one that's on eBay that came out this same year, spring 1987. But on that book, the cover of this one is the back cover of that one. I looked at the back cover of this one, and it's different. I don't know. Still trying to figure it out. Again, if you comment, again, like the videos, ring the bell, you can let me know for surety where this book is. It's the first issue, and that's the only one I've ever found. On the interior of it is dealing with a lot of what you would call just dealing with the characters. It delves into articles on He-Man and a bunch of, like black and white sales and some pictures, and the same way with the rest of the folks. I was just really fascinated because of Thunder, because, I thought about, of all these particular characters that they put out, nobody that I know of, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but nobody that I know of have ever put out a Thunder comic book. That is a comic book that I would pick up if it's done right. They've put out Space Ghost, which is another character I like by the Hanna-Barbera people. I like those. I like they had them back in the 60s. The Young Samson, the Herculoids, all these other folks. So when Thunder came out in the 80s, late 70s, early 80s, you were just wondering, well, when they're going to come out with a Thunder comic book, and they never did. But this book here just gives you the breakdown on it. Some of the black and white sales are cool. You can tell on the inside, it's not what you would call, wow, man, this is fantastic stuff. But just to have something like this in the collection, it's an oddity. And as I told you, I like odd stuff. So look here, y'all. I am done. I am about to sign off, and hopefully episode 6, we're going to deal with some first issues, both old and new, a few more oddities. But again, like I said, this is supposed to be the new to me comic book day books. So this is what's going to be popping and taking place every Wednesday. So we would like for you to go ahead, tune in, tell your friends. And like I tell you every episode, it's nice here on the porch. And remember, Jesus loves you and he cares. He knows. And I'm telling you, he is a wonderful Savior. And I love him today. And as we go off, look, we're praying for the community. And we just thank the Lord for just having this opportunity to do this. It's fun. So y'all have a blessed day. Lord bless. Hope to see you again. Episode 6. Remember, dealing with first issues, old and new. God bless you. Have a great day.